Chairman, thank you very much, and welcome Secretary Austin, General Milley to the committee. I really do appreciate all the work you're doing to make sure that our armed services are a professional and welcoming environment. But one thing I am concerned about is that within our armed forces, we are still seeing discrimination and extremism, and I really encourage you to continue your focus for this on the department. I know there's a long ways to go. And another similar problem is sexual assault. After all of the work that has occurred, as you both know, over many, many years, I'm not satisfied that there's been meaningful progress in ending sexual assault and sexual harassment in our services. Congress has provided significant funding and authorities and been patient with studies and training programs, but the numbers remain far too high. Your testimony referenced those problems, but I want to know what specific steps you think need to happen to finally make meaningful progress in eliminating these problems in the rank. Secretary Austin, if you want to start.
It may be helpful just to kind of tell you where we are in our efforts to take on this very important issue, Senator. And I absolutely agree with you that a lot of effort has gone into this, and we've gotten a lot of support from this committee and others to help us focus on this over the years. But we haven't made much progress. So one of the very first things I did coming in as secretary was issue a directive to the services to provide me input and their best advice, best ideas on how we could improve. But beyond that, I commissioned an independent review commission by direction of the President to look at ourselves on sexual assault. 4 lines of effort in that commission. The first is accountability, and that addresses how we prosecute violations or sexual assault offenses, and of course this addresses the UCMJ. Another line of effort was prevention. Another line of effort was climate and culture, and then finally victim care. I've already gotten the input back on accountability, and you know, I've talked about that input with the service secretaries and the service chiefs. Very shortly, I will make a recommendation to the President on how I think we should proceed. But clearly, I believe we have to take a different approach to be able to restore confidence in our system. I think right now we're at a point where we don't have the confidence that we should have in our young troopers who are in our ranks. And so we have to do something about that.
Okay, thank you, General.
Yes, Senator, and I've said publicly, and I said in testimony in other committees, you're correct. We haven't moved the needle, and we haven't reduced significantly, or even a little bit, the numbers, the actual numbers of reported sexual assaults. Therefore, we need to do something fundamentally different. The IRC, the Independent Review Commission, is coming up with recommendations. I've had an opportunity to interact with both the Commission and obviously give my advice to the Secretary. And I and the other chiefs are very open to fundamental and significant change in the Uniform Code of Military Justice with respect to sexual assault, sexual harassment, and related crimes. We are reviewing the other lines of effort very carefully, and I think you're going to see some substantive change here very shortly.
Very good. I look forward to seeing that soon. Thank you. Secretary Austin, as you know, military families face a range of challenges on a day-to-day basis. And, you know, one study shows 1 in 8 military families are experiencing food insecurity, with that rate being higher, actually, in some areas of country like my home state of Washington. I hear frequently from families in my state about the long wait lists for child care. Military families from Washington state struggle to find affordable housing, with shortages of military family housing on base and rising prices for homes. Talk to me about how you're going to prioritize these issues and empower the department to take meaningful action to improve this.
Well, as you know, Senator, we had some issues with these types of things before the pandemic.
Correct.
The pandemic exacerbated these problems because, you know, spouses lost jobs, you couldn't get child care and that sort of stuff. So we have we have made provisions in this budget to address military family support programs. And I think you'll see, near $8 billion that'll be focused on this. And I think it will provide tremendous help and assistance going forward.
Well, thank you, and I look forward to supporting that. Retention and recruitment, these are absolutely critical issues to that effort. So thank you for that, Mr. Chairman, thank you.